Okay, so you're all welcome back to Track Beyond the Courts. So
Thank
still
you.
with me is Mrs. God's Power Afimiki. You're welcome, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for all the wisdoms you have been dishing out. All right.
Welcome.
I want to ask a very sensitive question. We talked about it earlier and I then wanted to bring it towards the end. Like, you see, when we're talking about, you said, regardless of what the person is earning, if the person plans well, the person will be able to save. And when the person is able to save, he will be able to invest. And that is a roadmap to financial liberation. But what of people that before the money comes, is finished?
Mm.
You're already owing more than you are even expecting. You're owing more than you're even expecting. So people already just in debt already. So how can that person navigate his way out of that kind of a situation?
Mm. Well, the cost of living is very high as far as Nigeria is concerned.
Yes,
And you see that the cost of things is increasing, going
every
high
day,
on a daily basis.
every
And
day.
unfortunately, your income remains
The same.
the same. So if you must come out of debt prayerfully, you have to add to your income.
Mm,
That's number one. Because the reason why you're running into debt is because the money you have is not able to meet your need if you are actually
a prudent person.
a prudent person.
Yeah.
But if you are able to increase your source of income, it will go a long way to reduce your debt. And how do you increase your source of income? There are a lot of things you look around you. You don't solely depend on your salary, you know. You will look for other source of income. And before you know it, you are a freelancer here, you are editing here, you have a shop here, a little shop where you sell drinks. By the time you put everything together, that shop can be able to be paying house rent before you know it, you know. Increase your source of income. The fact that you are a salary earner does not mean you should not go into business.
Mm,
There are a lot of things you can sell, even in your office, even in that your office, even in your hostel, you know, increase your income. That's number one. Then secondly, track your expenses. You
mm.
know, people don't know
So
that 500, 1,000, before you know it, you put it together,
that's accumulated.
it has accumulated and you're already spending beyond your expectation. So if you're able to track your expenses, be intentional about your need and your want, because they are two different things. You must meet your need, but the things you want, they can wait. If you're able to work on that, you come out of debt.
Okay.
Then if you're already in debt and you have been able to increase your source of income, then you start planning towards coming out of debt. You make a plan. Every month I'll be paying so amount, and make sure you try as much as possible to meet up with that expectation. You are paying a particular amount per month. Or for instance, if the income is coming and if the debt is not something that is pulling you, something that they are, urging you to pay immediately, maybe something that grows with interest. If, let me say, it's not a bank loan. If it's a bank loan, as you delay, your interest will grow.
Yes, yes.
Let's say maybe you loan from your uncle, there's no interest, and God did it, you are able to get additional income of 1 million or 5 million or 500. You can choose to go and use it for treasury bill in the next 3 months. Even though it's 50,000, 40,000 that is added to it, that's added to your income. If, for instance, you are paying the 100,000, you have 35,000 or 50,000 additional before you even pay that one.
Yes.
But if it's something that you need
To pay
to pay
urgently.
urgently, if the interest rate will not
Didn't
accumulate,
accumulate.
then you need to immediately, once your income increase, focus on your debt first. Don't increase your lifestyle, don't change your lifestyle. Focus on your debt. Debt is a debt that must be paid.
Mm.
A lot of people will say, now Nigeria they owe now. Am I the only one? And by so doing, you
You
begin
keep
to,
incurring
yes,
more debt.
incurring you'll be incurring debt, and at the end of the day, you are not seeing anything that you've achieved. If you are on, sorry, the only reason why you should go for debt, as I'm here, the only reason that will make me to go for loan, that would make me to incur debt, is if I have something to invest in.
Yeah, it's an investment.
If there's an investment that I'm sure that it will yield profit,
Yeah.
then I can go and get a loan. Even if there is interest, I will, look at the interest rate and what I
You
will be
compare the
earning. I'll
investments.
compare it.
Yes,
Then
yes.
I will go for that debt.
Whether
I'll
it's
go for
worth
that
it.
loan if it's worth it. But if there's nothing, that debt I'm borrowing, that money I'm borrowing will achieve. I'm borrowing to buy a phone, and the phone will not be yielding me any
Money.
interest. It's not that I have a website that I'm working on, that in that place I'm being paid.
Okay.
If you have a place, you have an online job that you are doing, and you are working there and you are being paid, you can change your phone, because your phone is a capital.
It's an asset now.
It's an asset. But if you are just using it to scroll down, watch other people progress, make money, then it's a liability.
People progress.
Yes, it's a liability. So we have to look at those things if we must be able to come out of debt. So be intentional about it. Make a plan, that make sure you try your best that I will not be in debt. As you are planning monthly, weekly, as the money comes in, if it's business, you don't have to wait at the end of the month.
Mm,
It's the salary earners that will wait
that
till
wait
the
at
end
the
of
end
the
of the
month.
month.
And if there are other source of income that will bring money your way before the end of the month, as the money comes, you start paying, and before you know it. So for you to come out of debt, you have to increase your source of income.
Yeah,
You have
I
to
think that's
track
a
your
very important
expenses.
one. Track your expenses.
Yes. And if there's any
Be
reason for you
deliberate
to
about
borrow or loan money, it should be for investment that will
investment
yield more profit.
purposes. Yes. Okay, man, let me just digress a bit.
Mm.
But before I digress, I want to really give a recap. I sincerely feel it's important we lay emphasis on this. That you need to expand your income. You need to expand your income. And she said that she talked about freelancing. Check for freelancing opportunities. Check for other. And I think sometimes when you're expanding your income to it might demand that you change your job. Sometimes some loyalty to certain jobs, I feel is not necessary.
Mm.
Yes, there are people that just is. I don't think sometimes it's even loyalty to the job. It's just the fear of unknown. Okay, if I leave this job now, when will I reach that? You understand? There are certain jobs that I feel you should be able to leave. You should be able to leave so that it will help you focus more on other things. I think it's important we take note of those things, especially as young people.
Mm.
As young people, yes, you are still very young. If a job is not consistent with your career goals,
Mm.
you should be able to make up your mind and step out
Mm.
and step out, because it's more difficult as you climb up the ladder. It's more difficult. People get trapped in certain jobs. The income is low, and then you are raising family on that income gradually. Before you know, you already have a very large family, and then you now don't know how to do anything outside
That's
that
right.
job. And then in learning, in expanding, still on expanding your income, there are skills you can learn in 3 months, in 6 months. There are skills you can learn and you can perfect in 6 months if you are willing to. Videography is one,
Mm.
and there is high demand for videographers. There's really high demand on them. And then that your social media account, you
Mm.
can build it up organically, and then you'll be generating traffic from it. These are just some of those little things I'm just adding to what mommy said. And then mommy talked about loan. If someone wants to take a loan,
Mm.
what are your advices? Because this one just want to talk about finance.
Mm.
How do I take a loan? What are the kind of agreements I should avoid when I'm taking a loan? What are the kind of pressures I shouldn't enter in taking a loan?
Mm.
And then what kind of loan will you advise I take if I want to venture into an investment?
Good. If you want to venture into an investment, one of the things I'll talk about before thinking about loan, you should prepare towards it. Personal savings.
Okay, okay.
You look at personal savings, you will have saved some things up, and you will have something in your hands before you ask for help. Even the Bible said, "What do you have in your hands?"
Mm, mm,
You would have done some things personal, and those personal savings can come from some things that you don't even need. You can choose to sell some things off. You don't need them. They are just there. They are not helping you in any way. And you are trying to invest. You sell some of those things, put the money together. Then you can meet families, loved ones, and ask for support.
Yeah.
You know, daddy, I need this. I'm trying to do this. You would have tell them, I need 500. Right now I have 250. I have 200.
Yeah, they'll be
They'll
motivated.
be motivated to support you.
Yeah.
you know. Then I also talk about investors. Can prayerfully look at people around you that you see that, let's say you want to build an app, a financial app now.
Yeah.
If I have the means, wow, what am I
Why?
waiting for? That
Why?
is the
Yeah,
source of investment for me.
yeah.
Because there's
That's
no
very
time.
true. That's
Do you
very true.
understand? So
Yes.
you look at people around you prayerfully. You don't go and meet people that you don't trust. People that you see that they are living a godly lifestyle that you can work with.
Yes.
You meet them and they will invest in it, in those some of those things you want to invest in. The last option should be going to get loan from the bank.
Mm.
That should be the last option. And if you must look at the interest rate. Was it last year or early this year? I had to go and resolve a matter in the bank. Somebody collected loan and the interest was at 36%. And at the end of the day, they were collecting more than that amount,
They're still collecting more than the
more
interest.
than the interest rate that was agreed on. And you know, and when he was done paying the interest, because he had to collect the bank statement and accounted it and so that he has actually finished paying, they were still deducting the money. So I had to go. Before you collect any loan from the bank, you have to be sure of the interest rate, because you just hear 30%, you think it's a small thing.
Yeah.
And along the line, it can be updated.
Yeah.
They can change their, before you know it, they will increase it. And you're also affected because
Already? Oh,
yes,
wow. I don't know that's how it works.
yes, that is how it
That's
works. And
dangerous.
before you know it, you are stranded, you are struggling to come out of,
Yeah.
debt, and you are incurring more
More
debt.
debt.
If you must go to the bank, you have to be sure that what you are going for is very important and you'll be able to meet up paying that interest. But that will be my last option.
Okay.
You can meet family, you have believers in church, prayerfully reach out to them. This is what God has laid in my heart.
Yeah.
And make sure by yourself you have something in your hands that somebody can look at and be encouraged to support and build
Good.
along with you.
I think that's where the the place of relationship comes in.
Mm.
Yes, a lot of young people. I'm saying it out to young people now. Your cycle, all your cycle is your fellow young people. There are young people that I've discovered that there's a current trend that young people don't like. I don't think it's a current trend. It has always been. Young people don't like associating with bigger people.
Mm.
They just want to stay in their cycle. So because there nobody corrects you, nobody rebukes you, nobody, and then you are comfortable in that cycle. I think the first thing will be that breaking out. Make friends with bigger people. When you come with a business proposal, somebody that have already known you for a while, you have been saying, knows your vision, knows that with the kind of things you have been saying, if I give him this money, he won't have to, because there are certain young people, mommy, you'll be afraid.
That's
I
true.
give them this money now, it's clothes they will go and buy. They will just
What you
waste
said
it.
is very good. Me growing up,
Yeah.
that is one thing that helped me. I used to say to my friends, I have three categories of friends. I have people that are following me,
Yes. People
that
that are looking up
they are
to you.
looking up to me, and they are saying anti beauty, anti
Yes.
beauty. Then I have people that we are rolling together.
Yes. That is your
We rub
peers.
minds. And I
Yes.
have people that I'm looking up to.
Yeah.
I can say this is what I'm praying towards. This is what I want to be. And that kept me on track.
Yeah.
Even while I was away from home, that I had the freedom. One of the hardest thing you can manage is freedom.
It's freedom,
I had the
especially as
freedom.
a young person.
Yes, I had the freedom. I was living in my own apartment. Other people will be doing whatever they are doing. But in that environment, I have people that I know that I've made friends with.
Then
And I'm looking up to
up to
them.
them,
They are seeing me.
yes. They are
There are
seeing you.
people looking up to me. They say, Auntie Beauty did this.
Yes.
Those are the things that
So it
help
gave
me.
you balance.
Yes.
Give you balance. And you say as sweet
Very
as that
important.
balance it, when it comes to finance too, you
Yeah.
will need it.
Yes.
You will need it. Because you actually need people that have gone ahead.
Yeah.
Because it's
Even in counseling,
in
towards marriage,
counseling.
settling down, bringing up family, you will need
Yes,
them.
you will need it.
Because those are the people that have gone ahead.
Yeah, that know what it takes. So that is very important. All right, man. So the last question is like we shouldn't stop, but we have to. The last question I'll be taking is, what's your advice to a young man that is a young woman, a young man that is starting life, and then has looked at Nigeria and is saying, what is what as Nigeria has to offer him, and then is already discouraged, or is thinking that the possibility of legally making it
Mm.
is not there. So I just wanted to give a last bit of advice to the audience out there, what you want them to take home
Mm.
from this.
So the truth is that if you look at Nigeria, you'll be discouraged.
Very true.
That is why we are not moved by sight.
Mm,
We are not moved by what we see. We are people of faith.
mm,
So looking at Nigeria through the eyes of God will help you to move ahead. Why am I saying this? A lot of people are going into online fraudulent activity, you know, Yahoo or whatever, all
yeah,
those things
yeah,
that
internet
they
fraud
do.
and
And that is the easiest way that people are
people
making
think they
ends
can.
meet. And you know what? Funny enough, some parents are even encouraging their children to
Yeah,
do the same
yeah.
because they say, ah, look at this one. He bought a car for his mother. This one built a house for his father. They don't know the source of the income. They don't know where that money is coming from. What my encouragement is that hold on to God, hold on to God. See things from where God is saying it. Even this Nigeria, this very Nigeria that people are saying is like this, God still has plans for this nation.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
you are able to be diligent in whatsoever you do. The Bible did not say if you live in US.
Mm, mm, mm.
If you are diligent, you are consistent in what you are doing, it doesn't matter where you
Here
live.
you are,
It doesn't matter where you are.
consistent.
And your gift will make a way
Wait,
for you to take you before kings. It doesn't matter where you
you
are.
are.
So if you are consistent in what you are doing, you are building up yourself. You don't allow what is happening in Nigeria, to discourage you. You will make it. I see a lot of young people that are doing well,
Yeah.
making cool money.
Mm.
You know, there is one of my colleague. We are doing our masters together. She's a lecturer here in Pune. The son actually studied medicine, and he started working after graduating. He was earning three something. And while he was in the camp, he learned a tech skill.
Mm,
And he said he decided to put it into practice. And he got a job for it. And he's
okay.
earning 1 point something million. I
Ah,
said the doctorate
he
right
learned,
now. It's not,
he learned medicine. Don't have to save life,
yes,
baby.
it's not into flex. When the mother was shouting, say, ah, mama, I pray with you. Oh, my
Ah,
daughter. But by the time she had that,
this is what
this
he
is
said
what
in
he's
there.
earning, this is what he's, let him leave it. Oh,
Let him
it's a
leave it.
certificate. I use it at any time.
That's true.
Sometimes some people say, I want to read mercy so that I will make it. I want to be a nurse. Everybody wants to be this, everybody wants to be. God has given us different talents.
Mm,
So in this generation, no matter where you find it, I'm an accountant. I've done a lot of things to earn money. There was a time things were not going well. I had to pray. After praying, God led me. I sold meat
yeah.
for a period of 6 years. Every month I kill one cow, and that day I will sell it. Finish the whole thing. Finish, wear back my suits, go back to the office as an accountant. That was another additional source of income.
Yes. Yeah.
That at the end of the day, if I put it together, you know, it was even giving me more profit. But I did not put my office work as I was
That's
still an accountant. That was still needed me. I didn't put it aside. So prayerfully with what you are doing. Don't be carried away by everybody that is buying G-Wagon, buying this and all that. That thing you are doing, if you are diligent in it, it will take you before kings.
mm.
It doesn't matter whether you're in Nigeria. It doesn't matter whether you are outside. Just trust God and make sure you are doing what you are doing in the right way. And God will locate you wherever you are.
Thank you so much. It's such a beautiful and a pleasant time with our mommy. Uh, she's a professional accountant, as you have heard. Yeah, Mrs. Beauty Afinike, a very beautiful beauty. So it's like your parents were very prophetic when they were giving that name.
Funny
that's
enough, I'm the least of them. Oh.
yeah,
The ones that are ahead of me are so beautiful. They are more
okay.
beautiful than I am.
No, that's what you will see.
Yeah, they are more
It's you we are
beautiful.
seeing. You will stay with it. We are so grateful having
Thank
you
you,
with
sir.
us. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank
So we'll
you.
see you on the next episode of Track Beyond the Court.
Thanks for having me. God
Thank you,
bless
man.
you.
Thank you.